Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Lisa Christine here, and thank you for watching yet another one of my tutorials. Today we actually talked about this palette right here, and I don't even know what to say. Like the color arrangement is amazing, but when I tell you that the color payoff on this palette is a whole nother topic, you just need to try it. This is the Zulu palette, and I believe currently as of today, what is today? Today's the 18th, and as of today, this palette is sold out. But I do advise you, if you can, sign up for the email list and get this palette because it is just absolutely amazing. I also want to try to do a review on the Magic palette, but all in all, like any palette by Juvias Place, you're in a good hand. Other than this palette, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I'll see you guys in my next video. So to start, we're going to go ahead and prime our eyes, and I'll be using this Boying. This is a sample size. I don't know if I just butchered that name, but guys, like I literally love the consistency of this concealer. It's a concealer, but I'm using it as a primer, and I just found out that they sell the full-size bottle at Ulta, so you know I'm about to cop that, like without a doubt. So next, I'm taking this Morphe E21 brush, and I've been trying to figure out what I want to do with this brush because I've had it for a while, but I just don't use it because I don't know what to use it for. And I think like this is like my new favorite thing to use it with. Like this concealer in combination with this brush is just absolutely amazing. And right here I'm applying some translucent setting powder just to set this concealer in place. And guys, I'm so happy I got my hands on the Zulu palette from Juvias Place. Like, words cannot express how excited I am to film this video. But anyways, I'm using the Morphe E27 brush to apply the orange shade in the palette. If you will, this is my transition shade. So again, I do build this up for a while. So if you want to use a different brush instead of using a fluffier brush, because you know, fluffier brushes kind of diffuse the color. If you want to use a more dense brush, then you can just you know, get the pigment on there, because this color is really pigmented. But instead, I'm sorry if you can hear my dogs barking. What's going on? Alright, I'm sorry about that, but they're not even in the same room as me. That's what's really crazy about that. Anyways, next I move on to using this Morphe E17 brush, which I have to give credit to because I used two of these brushes for this look. I went ahead and applied this brown color. I did not want to apply that much of it, so I am tapping off the excess, which is something I don't normally do when I apply color to my lid. So after I apply each shade, you guys know the drill. I always go back and apply my transition color, and for this time it's orange. So again, I'm using the Morphe E27 brush to do this. And then I noticed that I did not tell you guys the color of the concealer. It's in the color 2. I use this brush by ColourPop. You guys know I love this brush to carve out my crease. Now I'll tell you what I did on this side that I did not do on the other side, or vice versa, whatever. On the other side, I actually pulled my eye to get like that perfect cut crease. And on this side, I don't know if you can tell, but I'm actually holding a mirror with my left hand, so it's making it extremely difficult to get like the perfect cut crease. Like I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. So yeah, just take your time when doing that, and you won't run into a problem like I did. So right here, I decided that I wanted some color because I did this step after I had applied my wing on the other side, and I was like, oh, I should just, you know, add it in there. So on top of the brown shade, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this purple shade. And again, and this is the other brush that I'm telling you about, but it's the same brush, the E17 brush. So I'm using this to apply the purple shade very lightly, but then I build up the outer edge. I was more worried about blending it with the concealer than I was with the actual outer V of my eye. And guys, look how pretty this blue is. Bet you never would have thought that this was like, the brush is not even wet. Like, I'm literally just taking a brush and dipping it into this color, and it is so creamy and so freaking pigmented. I cannot believe it. Like, this kind of reminds me of what Jaclyn Hill is describing her palette to be, so I can't wait to get my hands on that either. Because if you guys didn't know, because you obviously don't know, but today is the 21st, so her palette did drop today, and I did get my hands on it, so I cannot wait until that package arrives. Shout out to Jax because I was at work when it dropped, and she ordered it for me. She's a real friend, guys. But these next couple of steps are just me going back and forth and trying to blend it out and get it to be as seamless as possible, and try to build up the pigment as much as possible, or until I'm pleased. You know, you can do it less, more, however you feel. But this is the E17 brush because, again, I owe this brush so much credit for this look. It would not have been possible without it. Like, that was my little speech dedicated to you, E17, as I hold it in my hand. So yeah, I'm just pretty much blending out, and you will see my wing coming up pretty shortly. But I did something a little differently. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but I did try to add like a little bump to it, and it happened by accident on the other side, so I had to like kind of fake recreate it on this side. So I did the best I could, but most of the footage I was out of frame for, and I did that kind of on purpose because I couldn't, like, again, I'm holding a mirror with my left hand, well, my left, our right hand, so it makes it extremely difficult to hold, to like do anything like that requires any detail. But right here, I move on to my face. I do just want to show you guys my primer and my foundation. I'm trying to keep my hands off my face because if you guys don't see it, I see everything. All I see is blemish, 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 blemish on my face. I'm breaking out. Like, I see it. I know it's real. But I did want to show you guys this foundation routine that I've been doing lately, and I absolutely love. This is the NYX Liquid Illuminator in combination with this foundation is life, guys. It's just life. The Liquid Illuminator is in the shade 04, aka Sun Goddess, and I got the darkest shade that my Ulta sells, and in the foundation, and it's in the color Mocha. So I know some people mix these two together, but I just apply the primer on first, and I just blend it in using this wedge, and then I go in with the actual foundation. But I was a little afraid to use this foundation because I heard that it's just horrible on oily skin, and it is. But this night right here in particular, no, the night before this, I did another look, which I did not record, but I did take pictures, so maybe I'll post it on Instagram. But and I went out, and my face, I was afraid that, like, you know, I would like come back with like a melted face off, but like literally it held intact. Yes, my skin was oily. Yes, my nose was hella oily. Yes, I had to blotch whatever a couple of times throughout the night, but it was so worth it because it was still flawless. Like, I know my face is overly oily, and for what reason I don't know. I'll figure it out one day, just not today. But I just make sure to blend this foundation in like super, like I just blend like it, like I cannot stress that enough with this foundation. It does oxidize, so I will tell you that, but I'm not sure because I haven't tried it without the Born to Glow, the illuminator, so I don't want to, like, don't quote me on that because it could just be the illuminator that's causing it to oxidize. But you know, I love it. I do recommend it. It's so lightweight. I'm such a big fan of foundations that go on lightweight, but they blend out to be such a full coverage concealer. Hence why I love the NARS, what is it called? The NARS, whatever. The All Day Luminous NARS foundation. That's exactly what it reminds me of because it's so lightweight, but it turns out to be such a full coverage foundation. I'm sorry, excuse me. For the most part, I cut most of my face out, like, because I just want to talk about the illuminator and the foundation. But guys, I've been loving and bright under eye concealer. Like, that's why I've been using this color so much because I don't know, like, I'm feeling like the whole, I don't know, it's giving me a Leah J vibes. Like, I think that's where I got it from. Like, her under eye concealer is always so bright, so like I kind of like wanted to take that, and yeah, I'm loving it. So I do move on to my under eye, and I do rush through that, but I do want to tell you guys what brush I use because, again, this look would have not been possible without this brush. It's a Morphe M306 brush, and it gave me a lot of flexibility. Like, this brush is new, so this is my first time trying it for this usage, and I absolutely loved it. I was rushing, so like product did get in my eye, but I have been using it off and on every day, and I want to say that it does a great job at getting the product underneath your eye without getting the product actually in your eye. But yeah, that's it for the tutorial. Thank you guys for watching. I don't have an outro film for you guys, so just enjoy this really quick slow-mo.